You found us, and now you're listening to Heart of a Volunteer Veterans Podcast, where we have conversations with veterans ranging from our service time, development, family, motivation, and best practices for veterans. Welcome and enjoy the show. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to another episode. Welcome back. This is episode 63, right after Christmas. And yeah, it was a pretty good time. Pretty good time. Had a chance to relax, get some good food, hang out with some folks, and it was a good time. But hey, today we've got a new veteran co-host. Hasn't been on here before, but Devon's been working with the podcast quite a bit. Devon Walker, welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, Chris. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I know the weather over there for you is a little off for Christmas, but it's warm here, and
Yeah.
so I'm in a t-shirt and been outside and goofing off in the yard, and it's been nice, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's probably 67 degrees here and just nice and sunny right now, but tomorrow's going to be horrible. It's supposed to rain, snow and sleet on us, so
You
enjoy
guys.
the nice days while you can.
So you guys are expected to get snow tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, we're expected to get snow tomorrow.
This area over here, Tulsa, Stillwater area, we're looking at just rain. From what they said, it's just rain for us, which, I keep telling everybody, if I had my choice between snow and rain here in Oklahoma, I'd go with rain. And the thing is, you want to have some kind of precipitation in the wintertime anyway, or your summer, your harvests are, they're not going to be as strong. So, you got to have it. And I'd rather have just the rain than the crazy weather. And then you got people that don't know how to drive. So.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, it's supposed to rain in Paducah, which is where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And but I live in Amarillo, and it's supposed to snow.
Now, Amarillo's what's the story with Amarillo when it comes to rain, man? Is that kind of a weird kind of rain place?
Yeah, we go through 7-year cycles is what it is. We'll go through, it'll be 7 years where we'll get rain pretty steady, and we'll get the normal amount that they say we're supposed to get. And then it'll go 7 years where we don't get any, and it turns into a desert. So it's 6 one way, half a dozen another around here.
Wow. I drove through there, let me see, 1997. I drove through Amarillo in 1997, coming from Roswell, New Mexico. And I drove through there, man, and the streets were flooded.
Yep. I think I
that was
remember
crazy.
that rainstorm.
That was crazy.
That was right about the time I was really starting to pay attention and learn what to look for in the roads. I was just about to be 60.
That was a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh, it's a long time ago.
Long time ago.
All right. So, hey, what do you guys got going on there for the holidays, man? What do they do in the Amarillo area for Christmas, man? What are the traditions?
Well, we've got every year Amarillo puts on a light parade right about the first part of December.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you decorate your car, a trailer, a float, anything. It doesn't. They got all kinds of stuff. They got hot rod clubs that come in, and all their hot rods will be covered in light and different decorations and stuff. And they drive down. Polk Street used to be the old main drag.
Mm-hmm.
back in the 50s, I guess it was 50s, 60s, 70s. And so they all drag down it and do a nice little light parade. I think they give out prizes and stuff for that. And then we've got this place called Bishop Hills, and they have some of the best Christmas lights you've ever seen on the houses.
Really?
They get some pretty intricate stuff. They've got one house that you go to and you turn it to a station on the radio, and the lights come on to music.
Oh,
They
wow.
yeah, it's real cool. They're synced up with the music, and it's pretty neat to watch. It's a lot of fun. We That's something I take my two daughters to go see every.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good to have, man. We used to have something like that in the town I grew up in, Greensburg. Um, my old track coach, man, he would his whole family, his whole farm would turn into a drive-through Christmas light, different scenes and everything, and they would build it. The
Oh,
family
that's
would
cool.
build the structures themselves and put them out, lights, and people would come from all over the state to see them, man. Yeah, Coach Gamble, man, they would do it. They do it up. They do it right there at Gamble Farms.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. That'd be
Lots of
neat to
fun.
see, I'm sure.
Now, what? Hey, what about Cadillac Ranch, man? Do they put lights on those Cadillacs and stuff like that, or what's the deal out there?
No, no, out there at Cadillac Ranch, really all they do is leave the cans of spray paint for everybody, so they can go ahead and spray paint those old Cadillacs
Yeah,
and do that deed. Ever since Stanley Marsh died, they quit doing anything out there,
right.
and he's the one that owned all that. And he he was a big time oil uh, oil and cattle millionaire around the Panhandle area.
So,
Um,
so what's the story with that, man? Is it that he bought a brand new Cadillac every year, just dug a hole and just drove it into it, or was his old Cadillac he would drive the old one in?
he would drive the old one in.
Okay,
He would buy a new Cadillac and he would park his old one, and they would strip it down and bury it in the ground. It became a uh, almost like a national treasure, pretty much. I mean,
landmark.
yep, it's a national landmark for
Yeah,
sure. Uh, Everybody who drives down I-40 and comes through Amarillo stops by the Cadillac Ranch.
yeah. I've driven by it a couple
That and the
times.
that and the Big Texan. Those are the two biggest attractions for Amarillo.
What else do you guys do there for the holidays? They got some veteran stuff going on there.
Uh, to be honest, I've gotten out of the VFW scene for a little while because
Hmm.
I quit drinking and I couldn't be around it as much.
Gotcha.
Uh, so I don't know what they did this year. The veterans usually they get in the light parade. We always do something for Pearl Harbor Day, and uh, we do. I know we went out to all the cemeteries and put the flags up on Christmas and a wreath. We put
Yeah.
a flag and a wreath on everybody's plots out there in the cemeteries this year. But other than that, I don't know what they.
Yeah, I need to reach out to some VFWs across the country and find out what they're doing with that. With veterans that just don't drink anymore, and if they're adjusting their posts accordingly. What do you think?
Right. I I think it'd be a good idea to find out if they are, because I know a lot of us came back and were having problems, and alcohol was a big part of those problems.
Right?
Uh, Staying away from it is the best thing that can be done for any of us, really.
Yeah, I
Is
agree.
to just stay away from it. Uh, Try and find other means of coping and medicating.
Right. So how was your Christmas, man?
Our Christmas was fun and family filled. We we have a simple, easy Christmas tradition. We always have ours Christmas Eve. We
Hmm.
always have the big family. We usually have somewhere right around 100 people that are always there. Um,
Wow,
and then
that's
yeah,
dude, that's big.
big
Holy
family,
cow!
and that's that. Yeah, we've got I've got a lot of family. If we have a saying in Amarillo, if my family doesn't know you and you're not a member of our family, then you weren't and
Then you don't live in Amarillo.
right, that's it. That's it. Because yeah, everybody here, pretty much in Amarillo, it seems like is a family member. So, um, or a friend of the family, however you want to look at it.
Right.
Uh, but we get together at my mom and dad's house, and we get everybody piled in there, and we never do a traditional Christmas dinner, a turkey and a ham and any of that. Like this year, we did a Mexican pile on,
Right.
so
Right.
it was we had all kinds of good Mexican food. We had dad made carnitas. My aunt made homemade chicken enchiladas. Had another cousin that made this Mexican casserole stuff. There was so much food. I'm not gonna need to eat for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty stuffed myself. I like it.
It was yeah, there was a lot of good food, a lot of good. Then like this year we had a ugly sweater contest, ugly Christmas sweater contest, which I probably should have won because I was wearing a dress, but you know,
Sweater dress.
yep, I was wearing a sweater dress and it was pretty hideous, especially on me. Uh, but my uncle Tommy won with he had an ostrich, and there's a story to be told at a later date about the ostrich. Uh, it's
I'm
it's
gonna
a
write
little
that down.
vulgar. You can hang on to that one because it's a good story.
What
Uh,
what what your daughters get you for Christmas, man?
my daughters actually got me a camouflage hunting jacket,
Oh,
a new
nice,
one. They knew I needed a new one, so that's what they got me.
nice.
I got I got them two new recurve bows so they could start practicing with those, getting ready to start hunting with that.
Oh, nice. Have they? Is this their first bows?
This is their first bows, yes, sir.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
they just got they just got big enough where they could pull them back pretty good. So we're Dad and I figured we'd start getting them to shoot.
Right. You got everything set up there. You know, place to shoot, and they're at the house.
Oh yes, sir. I've got a about an acre and a quarter of land that I live on,
Hmm.
and my backyard from one side of the fence to the next is 20 yards, which is what we set all our stands up for, anyways. So
Hmm.
it's just right for them.
I tell you what, man. One of my good friends, man. Tom Flaherty. His one of his daughters, man. She's like the Iowa State, uh, like champion, dude, for her age group. And
Wow.
I want to say she's in like fifth or sixth grade. But man, Tom, he had the room. He got them bows, and they would go outside and just shoot. And she just got that good. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, you
that is impressive.
they got scholarships for that kind of stuff, man. You'd be surprised.
Yes, sir.
You'd be
Yes,
surprised what
sir.
your a little bit of effort, kind of inspiring. Basically, kind of inspiring a kid to challenge themselves with archery because it is a challenge. Once you think you've got it, the next day you don't, or the
Exactly.
next arrow you don't. If you don't follow it every time the same way, much like a rifle, but even more so. Um,
It's it's a lot more meticulous to shoot a bow than it is.
yeah.
And I have the same routine for my whenever I shoot my bow as I do my rifle.
Hmm.
My bow routine is a lot longer than a normal rifle routine would be.
Right.
So it's yeah, it you definitely have to attention to detail is what archery teaches a lot of.
So
You
is there another family tradition that that goes along with the hunting?
uh every year after uh Christmas we always go down to the hunting lease and take me and my dad, my little brother, anybody else that really wants to come, they're always invited to come down, and we always go uh, see what we can get for after Christmas.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let's take a quick break, and let's come back and talk about the hunt tradition after Christmas, man. I'm excited to hear about that.
All right, that sounds great.
All right, let's listen to Richard Rowland just for today. This is our number 4.
Just for today, Let me seek within for memories of all the love that has entered this life of mine. Let me not focus upon failure or success. Instead, simply how it felt to be in the presence of love. When the memories are found and fresh, allow me to hold them close for a time and remember that peaceful feeling that was such a formative part of my youth.
Yeah, I like Richard, man. I like him a lot. Vietnam veteran. Got a great book coming out. His affirmations, which are the just for todays that we play. He's got a whole bunch of them that's putting together. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That was very inspiring.
Well, hey man, what? Let's talk about this this hunting tradition that you guys have for after the holidays, or right in the middle of the holidays.
Right in the middle. What happens is usually it's a Thanksgiving and Christmas tradition,
Mm-hmm.
and it started back whenever I was 6 years old. Um, yep, yep. Wow, that's a long time to be hunting.
Yeah, it
A
is.
long time to have that tradition.
Good tradition to
Um,
have.
very good tradition. No, it started out just me and Dad going down to our hunting property, and every year we'd bring on another cousin, like my cousin Cody, um, who couldn't join us this year because he's in uh, Fort Bragg right now, I believe is where he's at.
That's a good
And
reason.
yeah, yeah, um, he's a 18 Delta.
Oh,
So
nice.
he didn't, yeah, he didn't have much choice in the matter, I guess. Um, so and Cody would come with us, and then my little brother got old enough where he could come with us, and so we started it. And every year after Christmas, we always go down to the hunting property, and we spend the uh, right after Christmas lunch until Sunday. So whenever Christmas falls, it was always until that Sunday
Right.
when we go hunt. And uh, this year I finally get to take my girls. This will be their first year to go on the Christmas tradition hunt
Right.
with us. So I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait.
Now, what's your plan? Are you putting them up in blinds? Are you just gonna have them on some ground blinds just to kind of like observe and then maybe talk about
Now,
the process, or what's your plan for that?
so they've been hunting with me before, and I usually whenever I like to take them right now because we don't have much space to put them in tree stands with us when we go bow hunt.
Hmm.
So this year we're gonna take them rifle hunt, and we'll be in rifle blind. I've got little propane heaters to keep them warm, so they keep enjoying it.
Right.
And uh, these are these are some good uh, fiberglass and fiberglass outside and insulated on the inside. Nice,
Okay.
comfortable blinds to sit in, and not what I'm used to hunting out of at all. I'm used to sitting in a ground blind or a tree stand with a
Now,
bow.
now
So
what's now what's the plan for that, man? Is it the first year you've got the heaters, the nice and it's slowly you start to every year you dial the heat, the temperature down until they're ice fishing. Is that the goal to condition them to be hard afield,
yeah.
or does it just happen? I don't know. I don't know if there's
Well,
a plan that a parent has for conditioning their kid for life in the field. I don't know. I know how we do it,
right.
you know?
I know the way I was trained is kind of like you were talking about, except for in reverse order. It was you just started out and you just had to tough it out. If you weren't tough enough to do it, then I guess you weren't going hunting
Right.
because there was no propane heaters. There was you just stuck on as many clothes as you could, and you looked like the kid from the Christmas story trying to walk out the door.
Right.
And
Oh
so
man.
I think as I get older, I'm gonna make it easier on them, especially since they are girls, and we don't. I want them to keep hunting. I don't want them to not like it because they got too cold or
Right.
it wasn't fun for them. I want to keep it fun.
Train hard, or train smart.
Right.
Train smarter, not
Train
harder.
train smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to raise 2 future female grunts.
Right. No, you don't want to do that.
We don't.
They'll well, here's the thing. They'll be slayers on their own. You know what I'm saying? You've got them out there.
Oh yeah.
You're doing your
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I mean, I know you, Devin. I mean, we fought together. So, what the skills they're going to have, they're going to be tough ladies. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
And then of course you got your young lady that you lean on. She's going to be helping out quite a bit too, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, she helps me out.
Yeah.
She helps me out immensely. That's definitely blessed to have her.
Now, what is her name?
Her name is Codi.
Codi. Okay. Now, does she shoot bow and rifle and all that kind of stuff?
She is getting into it. She
Okay.
likes to go out hunting.
Mhm.
But she's never really she was always scared of guns. She was taught to be scared of them instead of have a healthy respect for them.
Right.
So I'm having to work her into it, not being so skittish around rifles and pistols and bows and stuff. And she's never actually shot a bow and arrow, so I bought her a crossbow.
Yeah.
And she's liking that. She goes out and shoots with us in the backyard. She likes to get outside. She's one of those. She likes to be outside no matter what we're doing.
Right.
Me and her play co-ed softball together, and we also play on our own men and women's team. So anything to do with the outdoors, Cody's in. So it's been a lot of fun teaching her along with my daughters on how to hunt, how to do all that stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we may have to have you two on and talk about some softball league action.
We'll definitely
do an episode on that and talk about the kind of leagues you've been in, kind of the mix and the match and the way it works, and kind of the just the summer of fun playing on a softball team. And you guys travel too, right? Go to tournaments and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we travel and play in tournaments, and we play. Like I play in Amarillo, and then I play on a league team in Clovis, and then sometimes I go and play for Air Force Base down there in Abilene. Dreyfus. Can't remember how to say the name ever, but I go down there and play on their all military team. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into softball. I played just a little bit, kind of off and on when I had time in the military, and I always enjoyed it.
Wasn't very often.
It wasn't very often. It wasn't, but a good group of people, especially if you can stick with them like week after week, and then go and have a beer and a drink or and some chow after a game. Those are the fun times. And I need to get back into that stuff. Yeah, definitely. So so were you always into softball, or did somebody pull you into that?
No, I've always loved baseball, softball, all those sports.
Right.
Anything to do with a bat hitting a ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked watching the fast pitch softball players. I played slow pitch softball since I was 18. I've been playing it.
Okay.
I played a little while we were stationed in Hawaii. I played in Colorado Springs whenever I was stationed in Colorado Springs, and then I got back into it here in Amarillo.
When were you stationed in the Springs?
I was stationed in Colorado Springs from 2008 to 2011.
2008 to 2000. I was there, man. I was
I was in 167.
I was in 212 and 112 over in 44.
Yeah, I was trying to get to 4-4, but they wouldn't let me go. I had to stay in two. Yeah, I was in Second Brigade. I was in 167 Armor.
I had no idea. I had no idea, man.
I didn't know you were in. I didn't know you were out at Carson either.
Yeah, man. I was there for. I was. Yeah, I was there for 5 years, man. When I first got there, we were over there on the Banana Belt.
Oh, okay.
And then we left, went to the Korengal, and when we came back to that footprint, but they opened up the new one out by the airfield, and that's where we moved to.
Okay, yeah, they finally had gotten that and finished.
Yeah.
Because when y'all were going to Afghanistan was right whenever I was getting out. They were ramping up, and I was headed out the door. I came back to Amarillo and was in the reserves here in Amarillo for a little while with the drill sergeant unit here, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Hey, I got to tell you though, man, like if we could possibly put together one veteran that had every single thing you could possibly do, going to being a recruiter, going to being drill sergeant, going, doing this, doing that, you would have a pretty well-rounded individual.
Yes, you would. You would have a very well-rounded.
I don't know if you remember Blakesley, old Billy Blakesley.
I remember the name.
There, he went and did the trail, man. And, we were talking and he got, it seems like to me, like he got a lot out of it, and, being retired and talking to him about it, then I'm like, damn, man, I wish I would have got me some drill sergeant, man. Now I'm kind of missing it. Like I should have got, I should have went and got some, but, I don't know, man. Maybe the Army wasn't ready for that. I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't.
We got the
I don't know that it was.
We got the Space Force coming out though, so I'm imagining that there's going to be a lot of retirees called up at some point, come help train the Space Force, and
right.
By then they'll have it figured out. They'll let us old folks back in and do some work, but
probably yeah.
I'll just stay fit. I'll stay out.
Guys.
I'm just going to stay out here, stay fit, and it'll be fine. So
there you go. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
So what is what's the next big thing on the calendar, man? What you got, is there like a New Year's family tradition or, birthday or something like that that's coming up? What's on the calendar?
The biggest thing I got coming up is a wedding in hopefully in March. Hopefully the date's open in March.
Who's that? Who's getting married? Well, one of your buddies?
No, I'm actually gonna get remarried.
Is that a fact, my friend?
That is a fact. I'm gonna try it one more time.
Congratulations, man.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, I have got to tell you, man. I have we've talked. You were at a softball tournament when we talked, and just the excitement, man, from you and Codi being out there doing stuff together, and of course, I see pictures on Facebook of you guys. I'm super excited, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, any one of my guys or my gals that can, get out here and meet somebody that's going to make them, better and help them rise to their potential, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? And I think she's got that, man. I'm excited for you, brother.
He has definitely made my life 100% turnaround and way better than it was.
Yeah.
Way better. I'd spent almost 10 years in a really dark place, and he brought me back out of it. I'm extremely happy, and I can't wait to get married to her. So
we're talking. This is, man. I'm thinking of what you said about Christmas, man. 100 person Christmas celebration. I'm only imagining this, and like I said, I'm coming to this wedding. If there's 100 people just from Christmas coming, that's going to be a hell of a wedding, and I think there's going to be more than that.
I lost you.
No, I think if there's going to be 100 people at Christmas, it's going to be one heck of a wedding.
It is. It is going to take almost a concert hall just to hold the entire family.
Yeah.
That's not even friends. That's not friends. That's just family.
Right.
But yeah, we're super excited about it. We picked out a pretty nice venue. We're just hoping they have the date open for us that we want. So
Well, man,
that's what we're waiting for.
Definitely, let us know the date. I mean, you're not going to have listeners of the podcast coming to crash in your wedding or something, but it would be awesome if they did. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of folks out there that love them some Devon Walker, and they'd love to send they send you some thanks, man, or maybe even, like I said, just swoop in and and jazz the place up a little bit.
As soon as I get the date, I will put it out for you,
right.
So that way we can get it out there.
Heck yeah. How big is Codi's family? Is it pretty good size?
No, sir. It's pretty much her mom and dad, her brother, his wife, and his 2 kids.
Is that just from? Is she from the
Amarillo
area?
Amarillo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She does have family up in Colorado, around Aurora and Denver, and I don't know if they'll be able to make it down or not. I'm not positive on that, but I do know that for the most part, who's going to be here from her side of the family is going to pretty much be her immediate.
Right. Well, you're looking at doing March, right? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, we're looking at probably sometime around the end of March.
Yeah, that'd be some good weather, man.
But we're hoping. You never know in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
It's one of those. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It'll change.
Yeah. You gotta be flexible. Semper Gumby out here, right. Man. Always flexible.
Super Gumby, definitely.
And what's new after that, man? What's the next step?
Man, it'll just be being married and trying to get everything situated where we both like it. We both keep running.
Yeah.
And just keep working. Keep working.
You guys gonna try to have some more kids or what? What's the deal?
No, sir. Both of us are
fixed.
Kitted out with my 2. Yeah. We're both fixed.
Yeah.
So I only wanted 2, and I ended up with 2 girls. I was like, well, that's what I was supposed to have, so I'm gonna have 2 girls.
Yep. Well, the nice thing is, man, you've got I think that when you set that, it's like, hey, we've got what we've got. It makes life a lot simpler, man. You know where your energy goes now. You know what I'm saying? You can go full board knowing that there's not going to be a kid coming along. Like, I'm 46, man. If a kid comes along now, I've got one foot in the grave, bro. I'm thinking like, man, this kid's going to be this kid's going to be raising itself. I might be done here in 10 years. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it figured out, man.
I feel you. Yeah, I was glad to have my kiddos young. Now I'm 35. All I got to do is sit back and enjoy.
Yeah. Teach,
raise them up, and
teach, coach, and mentor, man.
That's it.
Teach, coach, and mentor. Yep.
Exactly it.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to meet your daughters, man. I'm like I told you, I'm coming out there for the wedding. It's going to be a great event. I definitely want to get behind it. Not like my blessing means anything, but I definitely want to be there. Just so you know that you've got support of folks that know you.
Oh yeah.
Out here in the veteran land. So I'm excited, man. Meet your daughters and meet Codi and some of your friends around there that have helped you navigate this veteran world and have some fun.
That'll be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man.
Can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see you. It's been since 2008 since I've got to see you. So
I look the same, a little goofy, but still the same. Yeah.
Well, you got more hair now.
Yeah, I do.
Definitely got more hair.
I do. I like having hair. Being bald was cool, man. It was easy.
Well,
and
Well,
it fit.
I saw you with the ham slice.
Yeah.
That was what I always knew you with, the ham slice. So
Dude,
I didn't know that you were bald. I saw some of your old pictures. Finally,
yeah,
I looked at Facebook, saw some of those pictures from when you were at Carson. I didn't know you went bald.
it was easy, man. I mean, we got to places where like trying to shampoo your hair was like ridiculous. And it was
Oh
much
yeah,
easier just to keep it that way. But yeah, yeah.
yeah, definitely more hygienic. I could see that.
But the ham slice, man, it fit the persona. You know what I'm saying?
It did.
It's like
It did.
I still remember coming in and I heard somebody one day. I came walking I wasn't even in the building yet, and some other soldier was ahead of me, walked in the building, and I heard him say, he got a fresh haircut, and somebody said shit. Actually, they said the F word,
Right.
and then come to find out, whenever I got a fresh, the four fingers of death, which is what they called it, whenever that thing
Right.
was fresh, it was brand new. They knew that I was coming with something crazy, and
Yeah.
I think that's how Corporal Payne kind of came out of the out of the out of the metal pile. Yeah.
I'll never forget my 2 years with Corporal Payne. Ooh. That piece of pipe lived on my rucksack. I swear. Every time I'd do something real good, and then I'd screw up somehow, and I'd end up with Corporal Payne.
Yep.
Ah,
He's right over here.
Yeah.
He's right over here in the studio now. Brought him back from the gun shop, man. He's over here in the corner. Keeps an eye on me.
well, good. Yeah.
Always ready to fall on me and break my head in. Guy's crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think between me and old Morris, we carry. I don't think anybody else got Corporal Payne the whole time. Me and him were in the platoon.
I don't know.
I think it was me and him.
We had some guys that used to get it. They get called to the office for something, and they'd have to hold it over their head for a while. It depended on what team leader or what squad leader was in there, but yeah, it was lots of fun.
That is true. I was so happy whenever I became a team leader and I didn't have to worry about getting called into the office to hold him over my head.
Right.
It was always nice. That was always nice. But I still always ended up with him on a rough mark or something.
Right. You know what I would like, man? I would like if somebody came to visit from the platoon, give them the pipe and tell them to just take it home with them. And if another,
I would love it. I've
another
got some apprentice.
if another Spartan came and visited, they had to give it to them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And it just keeps passing until it gets back to to where it began, or just everyone's had a chance to have it. So
got to get back to.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, that would be.
We'll figure that out. That's platoon history. A lot of
it is.
You had Doria put his hands on that. Frank put his hands on it. So it's part of platoon history. So we'll figure out a way to get it out there about everybody. They can drink beer out of it and sleep with it and all that good stuff. Maybe go on a run if they can still manage that.
Yeah, they can go for a run. They should go for a run with him. Maybe not one of our
smoke themselves.
Our famous, maybe not one of our famous 5-mile death runs or nothing, but a good little run with it.
Yeah. It's just a funny story. I always like to tell every once in a while. Frank was he did not like Corporal Payne.
No, he didn't.
Because the thing is, squad leader started with it. We jumped into 2 ranks, right? And then I would periodically say, "Pass it forward," and that's where they would pass it to Lieutenant Walkup, and I would do. And so it ended up being like he would carry it 9 or 10 times during the run. And everyone else just carried it once, maybe twice. I'd carry it 3 or 4 times. And, people would jump up to the front, try to get an extra carry or 2 out of it, but he hated it. I'd be like, "Hey, we're doing a Corporal Payne run." He'd be like, "Hey, I really wanted to just, maybe take an easy run today."
Every time. I remember those days. I can remember those days where we have.
Yeah.
I'd always be hungover trying to run with him. It was never good.
God bless you guys for training hard and being dedicated to each other. Yeah, that was it. That's all Corporal Payne was, for everybody just to rally around something, and it worked.
And we sure did.
And it worked. So, heck yeah,
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Corporal Payne. I'll never forget him.
I won't let you. Well, hey Devin, we're just over 40 minutes, man. Let's do this here. Let's wind this one up. But right after New Year's, like I said, let's get together. Let's work on your Saga episode, and let's get that out. Let's get the story of Devon Walker out there, so people can hear it, know it, and learn from it. You know what I mean? And
sounds good.
Yeah, brother. Well, hey, man.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Hey, I'm glad you had a great Christmas, and have a safe hunt out there, man, with your with your family. And then, when you come back on for the Saga episode, just kind of let us know how it turned out.
I sure will.
Be a good time.
Sure will. I'll even post pictures for us.
All right, brother. Well, hey, you got anything for the listeners out there before you go?
The only thing I got for them is be safe this New Year's. And if you need a ride, be sure you always call somebody.
There you go. High crawl, low crawl, 3 to 5 second rush. You always got a way to get home.
That's right. There's always a way to get home.
All right, Devin. Hey, man. Enjoy your time out there, brother. And I'll talk to you here in a few days. Give me a call when you get back.
I will do.
All right,
talk to you then.
All right. Stay safe and stay blessed, brother.
You too, Chris. We'll talk to you later.
All right, later, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Episode 63 with Devon Walker. We're going to have Devon back on here. He's going to do a Saga episode, and it's going to be great. I had, Devon was one of my soldiers over in Hawaii, and during our Iraq deployment. So, we'll talk about that a little bit, but it's going to be a great episode. Devon's a good dude, and he actually manages the Facebook page with me. So, been helping out with the podcast quite a bit, and we're going to give him some time on the show. So, all right, everybody, stay safe out there. Stay blessed. And, hey, enjoy the rest of this holiday season. All right, we'll catch you later. Copyright Heart of Volunteer 2019.